Goedemiddag en welkom op de persconferentie. We zijn toe aan de laatste speeldag van de reguliere competitie voor we, en dat zeggen we toch met een glimlach, aan de Champions Playoffs mogen beginnen. Kijken we natuurlijk naar uit, maar de match van zondag om 6:30 is natuurlijk ook nog belangrijk. Dan komt Kortrijk op bezoek. Graag de vragen voor de coach.
Good afternoon, Daniel. Last week you mentioned you wanted to get the first match point and you took it. But I believe you don't want to make any unforced errors this weekend.
Yes.
I keep repeating tennis.
Yeah,
right
but it's good because to the players I showed two pictures was the two guys that I like in tennis. Okay, you have many, but was Federer and Djokovic, and they say when they have a match point, is almost every time a win. And I liked it because they took it with them, and after they were laughing about that. But it's the way that to do it, because if you have a chance to finish it in Antwerp, we had all to push and to do it immediately, to don't let it slip, and to make a statement also to win away one important game. And we did with good football, with compact lines and a lot of commitment, I have to say, from the guys, and also some tactical things that we didn't try on training, but I asked them before the game to try to do it, and they did it very, very well, certainly first half. And yes, now we don't want to make unforced errors like in tennis, like you say, and we want to take 3 points because we want to close the gaps with the teams in front of us. Every point in the playoffs are very important. And we know that we are splitting in two can be a short distance to places that we aim for.
Of course, everybody knows how football is like. If you get if you reach your aim, sometimes you get some kind of decompression. Do you fear the lack of focus on Sunday?
I don't think so, because like I said after the game of Antwerp, the team and the players are hungry for these playoffs, and they know that, like I said before, every point is important. And I was pushing them this week about the importance of the last game to begin the Champions playoff with a good flow, and a good flow for me is to win at home in front of our supporters. It's great to come back to the arena and to play, I hope, in a full stadium. And we saw in the last times that we played here with a nice atmosphere, and they were pushing us, and we came back in the difficult situations like against Beerschot and against Bruges. So here we are at home, and we have always to aim for the victory, to aim for a good football, to entertain and to win games. That's our goal.
When you took over from Walter Franke, the first aim for you personally and for the team, of course, the first target was reaching Champions playoffs. You managed that. Is it now also a good time to think about the future of you personally? And yeah, I can imagine that you want to know what life will bring after playoff one.
In the last weeks I received several questions like that, but it's not mine to speak about my personal situations. I'm focused on the team and on my players, that they want to perform, they want to win games, and this is in my mind for the moment. I'm not thinking about myself.
Is it a question that lives more in the outside your bubble than in the club right now?
I think it's outside my bubble, and I'm really focused on my daily job, because like a head coach, you have a lot of things to think and to do, and for me the most important is Kortrijk to take points to take with us in Champions playoff. This about my situation. they can write and speak how much they want, but me and just focused on this game, and that's the truth, and that's it.
A good playoffs could improve your position in negotiations as well.
Yeah, the playoffs can give me some boost on this kind, but yeah, our target in the playoffs will be to take back some teams, and the playoffs is never easy, so we took back Antwerp with the game away, so it's already good. Now with 3 points we can also close the gap with the teams in front of us. In the weekend is also Genk Union, so somebody maybe will lose points. So we are aiming for something in front of us, that's for sure, for a European ticket, our next goal. But we start for Sunday. We are, I say to the guys also, we don't have to watch too much in front of us. Last week is always game by game. I say to them in the beginning when I take over, to the success is no, I don't say you cannot take the elevator, but you have to take the stairs. So every game is a step to go to reach our target, and we are doing this great.
How do you look back at the past weeks, because you took over quite suddenly? I can imagine that it was quite new for you. Some things you know, of course, from the past, but the life of a head coach, it's a totally other ball game.
Yeah, I totally agree. The life of a head coach is totally different, and yeah, first weeks was a little bit to adaptation, but the focus was always to improve our game and to improve our players. And I have to say that every week I see something that we are improving, and that's the goal of a coach, that your team is improving and is picking up the things to eliminate the errors and to improve your good sides. And I have to say, when I look back the last 3 competition game against maybe with the 2 title candidates plus Antwerp playing away, you know that is never easy. I think that we did a good job. Also, we won against Anderlecht, so against teams of Champions playoff we did well. We conceded some avoidable goals. This also the last weeks was better when I have to think about Mechelen or Beerschot at home. So the team is improving, so that's always a nice thing for a coach.
That's a nice thing for a coach, but did you discover some less pleasant surprises about being a head coach?
For the moment, no. I'm only 1 month and a half, so
I'll ask it in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you can ask me in a couple of weeks. But okay, the life of a coach is like that. Is up and downs. Nobody had 15 years of career or 1 year without no problems. That will come. You have to manage the good situation and the bad situation I find in the same way with the emotions. You have to push sometimes more, less in some other moments. So for the moment we are with the staff, I found that we are managing quite good. Also the players, they're like I said before, they are hungry for these playoffs, and you saw it in the stretch that when we took over, the guys that they really want it, and that's make the difference for us.
You're one of the quite a few young managers now in Belgian football. Is it for you a surprise that it's now almost everywhere that you see a very young coach gifted with an experience of a whole professional football career, like Nicky Hayen, David Hubert? It seems logical to me that it can inspire you as well.
Yeah, of course. When you see these coaches that they're doing very well, I can mention also Pocognoli, first time on the bench of professionals. So it's beautiful to see that also the clubs, they're giving the chances to new coaches, to new faces in the league. and they're doing also good jobs. So from my part, I have to be grateful that I had this chance, because it's not came every day that a team like big like Gent give a chance to a new young coach, and I'm trying to do my best on this place.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the game of Sunday. Can you? Are there any players who were not available last couple of weeks that can play on Sunday?
Yeah, we have to evaluate day by day Archie Brown and Wata, because they were not able to play against Antwerp. They're feeling better. We'll see in these days they did some individual work, but we don't want to take any risk with them. If they're ready to play, they will play, and they will be available. If not, you will see. Omri still not available for us. Andrew is coming back from his injury, but also he was a long time out. We will see also to don't take any risk with him. Peter Gerkens, he was there against Antwerp. Mitro is out, still out. He is better also, he's improving, but he's not ready to be in the squad. And
players like Mitrovic, Watanabe, Brown, is it reasonable to expect them back by the start of the playoffs?
Yeah, with Brown and Watanabe, we have to see by day in these days. So it's not excluded that they're in the squad for Sunday. Mitro, we hope that he's ready for the playoffs, like Omri also. Noah also Fadiga, he played the 2 games with the Beloften, so he's back. He's training very well. We'll see if he's ready to come with us, and the other ones, other injuries, I don't think so.
You mentioned Andrew?
Davy's out. Andrew he trained this week with us, but he came from a 4 weeks injury, so we will see if he's able to be with us for the weekend.
Is the game of this Sunday, for instance, a good moment to let Aimé Ongwa start for the first time, or is that too soon?
But Aimé did well 2 times that came in against Bruges, against Antwerp. He scored the winning goal. He was the hero. So it's also a nice gift for himself, because he worked very, very hard to come back with Matti, with the medical staff. Was I think 6 months out, and it's a long way for a football player to be out and to see your teammates play every weekend, and you have to work and be strong mentally to be ready when the chance will be there. And he took it, because he was important in the 2 games that he came in. But we have to see also with him, because also the charge of trainings was not the same in the last weeks, like he was managing. So for me, he's doing steps forward. That's the most important for me. If he can have a full MA in full healthy for the Champions playoff, would be great. And it's no secret. He have to work and to be ready to take his chance always.
Thank you very much. All the best on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just 200 or 300 tickets left available, dus dat komt goed voor dat volle stadion zondag. Thank you.
Thank you. 200, 300.
200, 300, yes.